Hey, everyone. Hello there. I'm Lindsay, conscious abundance coach, manifesting mentor for highly sensitive and empathic humans. And I hope that you will take a few minutes out of your busy, crazy getting ready for the holidays, chaos that might be going on right now. I hope you'll take a minute to just kind of have a minute with yourself and give yourself a chance to think a little bit about, how you want your new year, 2022 to go. And, maybe you don't have a whole lot of time right now, but over the holidays, I really hope that you take some time to reflect and think about what you want to create, how you want to feel, what you want to bring to life in 2022. It's going to be an amazing year energetically. And I am here to help you get into alignment, get into your most powerful self, and to help you create the abundance that you really want to be and be creating in the world. So I want to talk to you about alignment today. And this topic, it can be kind of like a buzzword, right? I have to be aligned. And we can hear this word and see this word all over the place and not always know specifically what it means. Also, there's a couple of nuances to alignment that I want to specifically talk about because it's a really important thing to make a distinction about what within yourself you are aligning to in order to make choices in 2022 that really, really serve your highest good. So let's talk about how alignment, right? What you are aligning to can either come from your ego, the shadow side of your ego, and it can come for your soul. So, what are you aligning to? This is a really important distinction when we're making decisions about what's going to serve our highest good, because we can align ourselves to what our ego is saying, to the shadow side of our ego, and to our soul. Now, I've had the experience where in the past, how I discovered that I was not really aligning myself to my soul, that I was aligning myself to my ego and even more to my ego shadow self was when I found myself in a situation of wanting to get into a new business, wanting to close the business that I was operating in that didn't feel super awesome to me anymore, but I was still holding on to it and not letting it go and not stepping into the new future that my soul really felt called to create. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're hanging on to a career, you're hanging on to a business, maybe even hanging on to a relationship, and it's like it's good, but it's not completely exactly fulfilling all the parts of your soul, the energy from your soul, the love from your soul, the excitement from your soul? So this is a key distinction to know because yeah, we can align ourselves to our ego and we can be in a career that's just fine. We can be in a business that's just fine. But what is it that really feels good to your soul? What do you do with your time that feels really good to your soul? Versus what are you doing with your time that feels really good to your ego? Because maybe you're getting stuff done, or maybe it's making you look successful. Maybe you're making a lot of money, but there's something missing, right? That little spark of your soul is missing. So we need to be careful about and discern, have the discernment muscle, which can only come when we spend time in reflection, deep reflection, of really getting honest to say, okay, where am I aligning my choices? Where am I aligning my actions? Where am I aligning my energy to fulfill, to be more aligned with my soul desires versus the shadow side of ego? So hopefully that makes sense, right? Because when we start to align to what our soul is saying, our spirit is saying, we start to really create and be the person that we actually want to be in the world. To create the things that are meant for us to create in the world because they come from that higher consciousness space, that innovative space that only your unique soul can create in the world. We can do lots of things that are, copycat stuff that makes money, but the uniqueness that we get to put into the world comes from this very distinctive soul place. So when I started doing that in my life, when I finally started to realign and I let that old business go, I let a lot of things go. And I stepped past that fear and started to get more in touch with who I am as a person, truly deeply, not my false self, not the ego shadow self, but like truly Lindsay on a deep level. I began to finally create things in the world that were fulfilling on all levels, not just, on a money level, not just on a success and prestige level, right? Which is kind of like ego based. It was more like there's something that I want to create in the world that comes from a very deep place. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to put it out in the world. I'm going to do it anyway because it's so important to me. It feels like a piece of me. That kind of creating, that kind of choosing, and those choices that kept leading me down that path, let me tell you, has, well, put me here, basically talking to you in a way that I could never have seen myself before. So I want you to just have a few minutes today to plan out over the holidays when are you going to be in deep reflection with yourself, to think about these things. And in order to help you be in deep reflection, help you figure this out, bring some focus to your thoughts, and help you get more aligned to your soul, I am creating a guide. It's going to be available probably tomorrow, definitely tomorrow. It's a life alignment inventory. It's going to help you kind of think through your thoughts, give you some deep reflection questions so that you can take an inventory and say, hey, you know what? These parts of my life in 2021 or before I wasn't totally making aligned choices with my soul. And in 2022, that's the opportunity that I have, because I know that's going to lead me to deeper fulfillment, deeper happiness, and deeper abundance. So that guide should be ready for you guys tomorrow. So have a look out for that. I will let you know when it's ready for your download. And until then, hopefully this has been helpful, that you have a little bit of an idea that, yeah, we can align our choices, our thoughts, our emotions to certain things, ego, shadow self, or soul. But when we align our choices, our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions to our soul alignment and come from it from an abundance frequency, this is where magic happens, people. So that's all for today. And look out for that life inventory alignment guide coming to you tomorrow. Bye.